Obviously, the homeless don't have God in their life. I need to share with them the gospel and reveal to them who God is.
You didn't turn in your homework? Of course you didn't. It's your future, not mine. Come talk to me when you want to try.
You're not a foster kid. You don't really belong here. But you can't leave. I need you for the money you bring in. We took you in.
Keep walking past. Ignore the asking. But it's only $1, maybe $2. But what if they buy alcohol or cigarettes or drugs, or what if they're hungry? Don't make eye contact. Keep walking past. Ignore the asking.
All poor people want is a handout.
I see the homeless in the streets. I see their life conditions. Then I reflect on my life and realize God has blessed me. Why should I rise and why they must fall? I think this is my mission, to get them what they don't know. I'm gonna show them who God is and make them whole. And maybe they can prosper like me. Look, it ain't a secret. Everybody sees that they're the ones in the street with no hope to believe in. I'm here to bring the message, reveal to them the truth, have them accept Christ and stop living like they do. I go into the streets and then I start to preach. Then my mouth becomes dry as my eyes start to see. The hopeless aren't hopeless, they are not alone. And once you get to know they are not the unknown. The neighbors with values, the neighbors with a heart. And just like me and God will never be apart. Ignorance is it to the devil, like to use it like a fool. I got caught and placed me high on a stool. The more I am blind, the moment was the last. I want to say I'm sorry for the judgment I've passed. Relationship to me, the mission has changed. And I work with my neighbor to make new a better thing. The fight goes on, the devil make a stain, but we won't stop until his kingdom has reigned.
I stereotyped you the minute you walked in my classroom door. I haven't been a teacher to you. You needed hope, and I gave you nothing. You needed school supplies, and I told you not to come back to my classroom until you could find a pencil. You came to school mad at your mom, talked back to me, and I gave you harsher punishment because I thought you could use it. Who am I to know what you needed, what you would use, when I didn't even care enough to ask? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for thinking my definition of a successful student didn't include you. I'm sorry for thinking you weren't worth the effort. I'm sorry for failing at the most important thing a teacher is supposed to do. I didn't believe in you. And I'm sorry for that. Because you matter. And I was wrong. I'm your teacher. You can teach me more than I can ever learn in a book in my classroom. I'm sorry for contributing to a system that colonizes you, controls you. History repeats itself in different forms, and I won't be a part of it anymore. I'm sorry.
We take you in to help a kid in foster care, and it's also very beneficial to us because we get paid to let you live in our house. You might not be a child of ours, but it's worth the money to keep you here. The more medicine the doctor prescribes you, the more money our family gets. You can live here, but we're not really here for you. You are a paycheck to our family. You live in our house because the foster care system placed you here. So if you don't like it, complain. The system will place you in another house with another family. But it's okay, because another kid will get placed with us. I'm sorry that we don't treat you like a human being. I'm sorry that we see you as a money symbol. I'm sorry that we overlook your well-being. I'm sorry that we lie for a benefit. I'm sorry that we only care about our family. I'm sorry that we have to keep changing, you have to keep changing houses because of people like us. We are messed up for being selfish. You are not as messed up as we make you seem like.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I ignored. I'm sorry that I kept walking, and I'm sorry my hands were too cold to reach deeper into my pockets to offer the least I had to give. I'm sorry I gave harsh glances and uttered words under my breath not fit to speak aloud, only to betray the faith I so say that I proclaim. I'm sorry I assumed I knew the character of you based on the clothes you wore, the words you swore, or the stuff society says you're addicted to. That I made the space on the sidewalk a little wider and held my dollar a little tighter and widened the socio-political, economical, religious, and charitable gap between you and me. I'm sorry. My blind seeing eyes apologize for not wanting to look your way or pay or say even a kind word that could make your day. But my clenched fists relax to release the pent-up assumptions and negativity harbored in my ever-ignorant heart. I don't want to keep ignoring, but start restoring the damage for which I am fully responsible. So let's go back to the beginning when I'm walking by. Open my hands wide and say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for white flight, for running away from scary city lights, for gerrymandering away your voting rights. Well, I'm sorry. Let me apologize for urban slight, guilty whites, and cultural ignorance of plight. That when wealthy yuppies come back to the city, social justice is merely a hip soundbite. I'm sorry that when we see you as the other, when we drive through the hood, we look at you like we're at a safari. Or that my economic theory gives money to people that look like me, my political party. I could try to worry, but instead, well, I'm just sorry. Forgive me for the welfare queens. Forgive me for being pro-life for your baby, but pro-choice on your dreams. For avoidance by any means, forgive me for raging with the machine. But hey, who cares when I say that poverty lies in your own genes? My faulty logic is faulting our society, fissuring a line that separates your socioeconomic status from my standards for piety. And well, I'm the new Klan, that when I think of a poor person, I think of a young black man, not a neighbor living, trying to pursue his dreams with a plan. My ignorance is painful. My mind relived is absentee, denied sharply. But eyes opened now. Forgive me. I'm sorry.